clanger. Clanger.
Clanger.
Now, I
Can you spell
wasn't.
it, please?
Yep. Clanger. Clanger.
Okay. Could
Now,
you give me a sentence? Because I don't know any word with this one. Okay.
okay. Well, before I give you a sentence, I'm gonna explain the origin of the word. Clang is an onomatopoeic sound, which is like it's almost like a strong vibration, or like a boom kind of sound, For example, if you drop something made of metal, so imagine you're working in a garage, you're a mechanic, and you drop your hammer. Se te cae el martillo. Yeah, you drop your hammer, or your hammer falls. The sound that it would make on the ground, you could describe it as a clang. Okay, clang, like that. Okay, onomatopoeic sound. So a clanger is that's basically where it comes from, and it gives you a clue. It gives you a clue that it's maybe not a positive thing.
Not a positive thing. And could you give me a sentence? For example,
we saw another one. We saw a clanger in the Chelsea Real Madrid game as well. Okay, for one of Real Madrid goals. I'm giving you a big clue here.
Okay, could be a synonym of howler.
You're absolutely correct.
Yeah, no, is to make a mistake, to make a howler, etc. For example, when Mendy clanger, how do you say that? Mendy clanger?
He made a clanger, so the same as howler.
He made a clanger. He made a howler. He made a clanger.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
My consolation goal.
That's a good consolation goal. Yeah, so he made a clanger. Often it's like if you drop something. So I gave you the example of when you drop something that's made of metal, it makes a clang sound. That's the idea. Sometimes it's when you drop the ball, but it can be any kind of big mistake. Un error garrafal, una cantada, you could say as well. No, that would be a clanger, and it's from a goalkeeper. It's a mistake by a goalkeeper. A howler can be more general. That can be from a defender. It can be generally it can be a bad performance. You could say, oh, he had a howler against Madrid, for example. It could just be a bad rendimiento, a bad performance. But a clanger specifically is a bad mistake by a goalkeeper.
Sí, como meter la pata, como equivocarse grotescamente.
That's it, meter la pata. I like that. Yeah. In fact, there was a goalkeeper in Scotland who played for Aberdeen. And his name was Jamie Langfield, and he was a very good goalkeeper, but he made one or two clangers, and Langfield was his name, and his nickname, su apodo, his nickname was Clangers, is what they used to call him. Langfield Clangers. Very, very cruel, the Scottish football.
Yeah.
But that's it was quite a good nickname, Clangers. Very good.